I'm looking at my Evinrude 3302. It's a Lightwin from 1963. Just playing around here. We've got the engine unit off, top end. I'm just looking at the lower unit. It's got the weedless prop. And this piece here was all goofed up. Didn't want to go through and come undone, so down in here I had a bunch of mud daubers mud I got out of here, dug out, and this is the piece that goes through and adjusts the angle from the transom to the shaft. This is what you undo to go ahead and get this to be loose to swivel. So this old unit I've had apart, but this was really stuck in here, and so I guess I'm trying to revisit how to undo this. This is the click mechanism. You can lift this up, bring this back down. That's the latch mechanism. So it looks like what you do is you latch this in first, then you click it in place. Push this in, lift it up. And this particular one, I don't know if this is bent. It'll go to the bottom position here. 1, 2, 3. The fourth one, it won't go in there. Almost will. So I don't know if this is bent because it touches up here. Who knows? Maybe somebody else can comment on that. But if you latch this in here like this, it's not going to really, doesn't seem like it wants to get up in here and latch, and it's interference in here, so maybe this has been hit right here, and this latch is bent that way. It's all I can figure. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different positions on the transom. Adjust the angle, and it was all full of right in here a bunch of mud dauber crap and a little bit of corrosion. So I was just trying to fool around with this, and it was really stuck. That's the weedless prop end. Of course, this is where you take the propeller off. This is the part that goes up into the engine part. This has got a fitting here that can be taken off. This was a junker bought off eBay a few years ago. Need to get a new gasket for it. There's the copper tube that goes down in the lower unit here. This is for greasing. And let me lift the camera up real quick here. This is what the bottom end of the motor looks like. Shaft goes into here. This is the gasket that separates the lower unit, the housing. And what I do is I normally put the bolts back on just so if I've got a project going on I don't necessarily lose them. It was made actually by OMC, Evinrude. These are the stove bolts you undo to take the side off. Here's a fuel shut-off valve. Spark plug maintenance, remove this cover. Again, that's a junker bought off eBay. There's what the front looks like. Stop, slow, start, fast. So the question is this a junker? Who knows? But the reason I was revisiting this is that it was throwing out some crap, and this sucker was really stuck here. This was just, so I finally got this all freed. And some people do, you can go ahead and hook a electric motor up to this, like a 24 volt drill, and just use this as a head, or you hook another outboard or a 4-cycle engine. This is some people do on these. But this is a very popular motor. A lot of them were made. And maybe someday maybe this summer I'll work on it again. But maybe somebody can answer whether this is bent or not. Because on here, it just sure looks like that should have another position to go in there. And I loosened this up with as a 17 millimeter, but I just found that would kind of fit to unloosen that. There's a lower unit here. That's where the water comes out. I believe, again, the serial number here, 3302, means 63. And there's a website that shows that. It's interesting, it says it's made in Belgium. And it looks like I'll be making another gasket or buying one for this on here.